Hello everyone, my name is Toufeeq Mohammed. Today I'm going to present my application one in Android web development. So let's run the code. So in this code, we are going to deal with images, text, and audio system. So in the right hand side, you can see the app is started. So there is a text at the center showing click on the image to hear the sound of the transport. Basically, there are four images below the text. They are train, car, ship, and the plane. If I'm clicking on the ship, I can hear the sound of the ship, and you can see the text is changed along with that the color and the button. And if I want to clear it, I can clear. So the ship sound has been disappeared. And clicking on the plane. Your train sound and the text being changed. Along with that, I can go for plane or train or the car as well. So overall, this was the application which I have done. And let's jump into the code part. As you can see, we are taking the clear button and text part and scrolling down. This is the on-click listener for each icon. So image is going to click. So we are going to play the sound. Along with that, the text is going to change. So moreover, moving further down, there is a function which we are going to run the sound of the specific vehicle. And this is the button to reset the app while clicking on the clear button. So all of this was there in the application. Let's jump into application. So in the application 2, we are going to deal with a traveling app. So in the traveling app, there will be radio buttons and the selection. So let's run the code and have an overview on the application. And the code is written in the Java. As here on the right hand side, you can see the app has been started. And here there is a title which is showing travel experience selected. Basically, these are the few radio buttons which I feel to choose well when I'm traveling. So it's adventure, relaxation, and culture. So I'm clicking on the relaxation part. There are multiple drop-down menu where I can select items from it. And there is Bali. Clicking on the Bali and clicking on submit. So here there is a corresponding image to the Bali and the title. And there is a text, few lines about the Bali, few sentences about the Bali. So clicking on the button clear and the image and everything is going back to the normal form, reset form. Clicking on the cultural and clicking on the Taj Mahal, clicking on submit. Here you can see the image of the Taj Mahal corresponding to the title and the description of the Taj Mahal. So this is overall, it is related to the application 2 where we are handling with the image, radio buttons, drop down menu, submit button. Now then comes back to the code part. As here you can see, we are fetching the IDs from our XML, and then while the button is going to submit, we are going to get the radio button value which the user has been selected. Furthermore, if the button is cleared, so everything is going back to the reset form. Scroll down, and here we are using the switch and case where the user detail is going to correspond with our switch and case. If it's right, then it's going to display the image and the description of the selected item. And this is what is going to display at the end and updating the UI. So all of this was there in the application 2. Now let's jump into the application 2. So in the application third, we are going to deal with a burger builder app. So let's run the code so that we can have an overview on that. So the code is written in the Java, and here on the right hand side, you can see the application has been run. So here there is an empty burger which I need to fill with my paddings and all. So initially I'm going with my beef patty which I like the most, and here you can see the animation which is changing the burger. And along with that, there is a tomato vegetable which I'm clicking on, and along with that, the animation is taking place on the right hand side beside the toppings. And in the bottom of the screen, you can see the price is going to change inflated according to the toppings price and the toppings which is going to increment. And if I want to clear my order, before clearing the order, let's order my burger, and the order has been confirmed. I place so and so burger along with the toppings. Then clicking on continue. Let's suppose I'm clicking on bacon, and along with that, I'm clicking on chicken patty. So there is an animation for the chicken patty as well. If I want to remove my specific toppings clearing on clear order, then again it's going back to the normal form, which is reset again empty burger. So here, according to the user, if he wants to clear the order, he can clear the order. And let's jump to the code part. I'm storing all the information in the hash map and the values of the toppings in the hash map. And if the selection value is selected there, is going to take the values of the selection values. As you can see here in the add toppings, add toppings, as the user clicks on the toppings, the price is going to increase. And if I'm removing the toppings, the price is going to reduce. So this is the function which is going handling the addition part. Along with that, is going to display the total amount. And going further, if I want to clear the order, so this is the code which is making me to clear the order, retrieving back the price to 0 and all. And after the placing the order, this is the confirmation like your value should be greater than 0, the price should be greater than 0. And at the end, getting topping key. So at the end, you can see in the screen, you can see the toppings information which topping the user is going to select. So overall, it was a good to do this project. And let's come into the application 4. In the third application, we are going to deal with the catalog app. So let's run the app and have an overview on this. I'm going to display stadiums which are there in the Qatar right now. And in the right hand side, you can see there is a name title of the stadium and the image. And further goes on, it's giving an information about the stadium. And next, it's having two buttons which are previous and next according to the user to navigate from one stadium information to another stadium information. And at the bottom of the screen, we can see there is a proper horizontal scroll bar where the user can able to easily navigate over the different stadiums. I'm going with the second stadium information, clicking on the next. So here you can see the image is going to change and all the functionality which is taking place. And here I'm taking on the third stadium, which is like this. So see how the animation is going to take place. The image is going to rotate from its x-axis and from y-axis as well. This is how the animation is taking part. And if I want to go from navigation part, clicking on the code stadium is going to be like this. So this is overall the application is about. Let's come into the code part. In the code part, as you can see, there is a previous button for click listener, and this is the next button where the page is going to turn, and the second stadium information is going to get retraced. And here you can see we are going to fetch the ID of the images, and this is for the navigation bar for the scroll menu. And this is the set event listener we are taking for the navigation while we are clicking on the navigation bar. So this is the event listener for this one. And while this is the loading data function where we are extracting the data and the images for that respective data. So this is overall, and let's go for the custom page transformer. In this page, we have written all the animation part for the x-axis this and for the y-axis. This all comes animation in the above and beyond part, which I have noted to implement in my application. That's it, the application 4. Let's jump into the project 5. So in the application side, we are going to deal with a login application where the user can able to see his profile. So let's run the code. So here we are implementing the login and sign up where the user credential is going to match with our Firebase database. So if the user credentials are right, then we are going to redirect to the home page. Let's click on the register. Right now, the user is completely new and putting the details of the user. So here, after putting the credentials, clicking on the register, so your data is going to set in our database. After the data is stored, we have redirected to the home page where there is a profile where we are displaying the name, surname, and the information of the specific user. Along with that, there is a button to select the image for the profile picture. Right now, I'm selecting with this picture, and here you can see I'm clicking on the upload image. The image is going to upload, and the image uploaded successfully. It means like whenever the user is going to log in back, the same profile picture is going to show. So here, the image we are going to show in the storage, which is in the Firebase. So this is overall in the application file, and then clicking on the logout. So here we are going back to the login page. Now this user is going to be logging whenever he wants to see his details. And here coming back to the main activity of Java. Here, what we are going to do, there is an button listener which we are keeping on the select button while if a user wants to select an image, and this is the function which is taking care to upload the image of that user to the Firebase. So here, as we scroll down more, this is the function which is actually storing the image to the Firebase. As you can see here, we are taking the image URI which the user has input. So based on that URI, we are going to store in our users way, which is stored in the Firebase. So this is how it's going to work. And a little bit scroll down, as you can see, we are going with this function. We are going to load the profile of that specific user. First of all, we are checking if the image is stored in our database. If yes, the image is stored, then we are going to show that specific image of the user. A little bit scroll down as in the end, but you can see loading the user detail corresponding to the name, surname. We are fetching the data from our database. If it's there, definitely it will be there. So we are fetching the data and showing to the user. So this is how it's going to work. And it was good to do this project. Let's jump into the project 6. We are going to deal with a phone management app. So let's run the code. So what we are going to do in this application, we are going to fetch the data of the specific contacts from our phone memory. So here you can see the application has started. There are list of contacts which we are getting the data from our phone memory. As it's scrolling down, there is respective image for the respective contact. If the image is not available, I'm going with the default image irrespective of to not to get any kind of error. As I scroll down, this is what is going to be happen. And if I click on Samiullah, I'm redirecting to the phone page where I can call Samiullah, text message Samiullah. Now going back, clicking on the search, I can type any name. Let's go with Mustafa. As we know, Mustafa is not available. So what's going to show is going to show, oops, there is no contact form. But instead, I can go with Olivia. Therefore, we can go with Olivia if there is any name is there which is found in our contact. So that definitely is going to show in this way. If it's not there, then we are going to handle each and every error in this application. So as you can see, there is a plus icon which is above and beyond part in this application. Clicking on that, as here we can save the data in our phone memory respective to this add button. Here I'm giving the name which is as Mustafa and then giving the number as 91. And here we are given the name Mustafa@gmail.com. This is how we are going to save our data in our phone memory. Now here the contact has been saved successfully. Now the contact has been saved in our memory. So this is how overall we have it in our application 6. Now let's come to the code part where we are taking the recycler view adapter of the for the context which we are getting the data from our phone memory, and with the help of recycler view we are going to show the display the contact component to the user with the help of recycler view. As you can see here, there is a load contact where we are fetching the data from our phone memory. If there is no contact form, we are going to make a close message like there is no contact form. As scrolling down, this is a function who take care about the filter context, how we have search for so and so context. It's going to show only the context respective to the search. And I proceed more as here you can see in the request permissions taking the request of the so and so user to access the memory. This is what we have done in the application 6, and it was very interesting to do that. Thank you. So in the application 7, we are going to deal with a full library application, Frederick application. So in this application, we are going to deal with fetching the book data from our database and authentication part, which is done in above and beyond. Right now, I have my own account. For a fresh user, he's going to click on the registration part, and for me, I have my own account right now, going with giving my credentials to it. So after giving the credential, I can fetch the book data which is there, and if there is reservation then by me, I'm going to see my own reservation which I have done. So here you can see the book data has been displayed, and I have set the loader as well to load the image if there is a traffic in the internet. So there is a cool animation for the image loader. Along with that, if I'm interested in this book, the Great Gatsby book, clicking on that book, clicking on the reservation, and I can see the dates to select. As here I can select the date from here to January 3rd, and here the reservation has been done. There is a reservation successful message. So and so author, after clicking on OK, the reservation has been done. There is a confirmation. Along with that, as here I can click on the profile, there is a logout button as well as show reservation. Click on the show reservation. As here you can see the Great Gatsby. The data is taken from the database according to the user stored reservation. Here I wanted to click on delete reservation. Click on that. Now here reservation has been done. Now going back. Now here you can see the reservation is gone. Now here the reservation is gone, and clicking on the show reservation. Now here no reservation has been found. And here clicking on the logout, going back to the login page. So this is full-fledged application which I have done, and it was very complex task. And here this is the overall code where for the login, registration, and for the reservation components, these are the pages I got. And here this is the Java code where I'm fetching the book data from our database according to our data. So here scrolling down, if there is any messages which I'm getting according to the field, so I'm showing into the log. And scrolling down, here there is a profile picture, if there is any corresponding profile picture of that user or not. And scrolling down, there is a shop menu where the user can able to click on the reservations. Like if the user is clicking on the reservation, where we are going back to the reservation adapter, and here if the user wants to delete the reservation, here by clicking on the reservation delete, here is going to check our collection. From the collection, it is going to delete specific reservation based on the user ID. So overall, this was done in the project 7, and I hope this project finds you more good in explanation. Thank you.